Good morning. So I just have something to say. So those of you that know me know that I had gone through a funk, I guess you could say. I've been kind of in a place that has not been good mentally for myself, and so I just want to remind everybody how important mental health is. I actually had to get out of Colorado and just clear my head, you know what I mean? So I just want to talk on that because I don't feel like people talk about that, and the more I talk about it, the more, and I myself don't even talk about it as I'm going through it, but the more that I get to know myself, I'm finding my voice, and I'm learning how important it is to talk about it as you're going through it, not after the fact, because sometimes after the fact isn't soon enough, and you never know who you can affect. Anyways, so I've just been doing a lot of meditation, and thank God, you know, my faith is in the Lord, and so I've been reading and listening to some of my mentors and stuff like that. You know, it's all about changing your mindset, and I know all of that. And it's crazy how Facebook will send you memories of what you wrote, you know, a few years ago, whatever. And I'm like, wow, you're really smart. But what happened to utilizing that now, you know? So anyway, so I just want to say, like, we need to remember that what we fill our minds with, you know, my pastor at Word of Life Aurora, Pastor Adam Bagwell, you know, he has been teaching on this, and it's you know, it's called a mastermind and taking control of your thoughts. You know, what is controlling our thought process? You know, what is filling our minds? Are we listening to things, especially music? Music is everything, but are we listening to things that are going to encourage us and push us forward? Are we listening to crap that have a underlying evil spirit behind it? I mean, actually, it's not even, the music and everything is so blatant out there, and you guys have to remember, you know, I'm 39. Like, I thank God that I have got it a long time ago, that I need to be careful with what I fill my heart and my mind, because what you fill your heart and your mind with is what comes out, you know. We know this. I mean, what you focus on, we magnify, all that kind of stuff. But we need to be 100% responsible for us and our actions, and no more excuses. And I think a lot of that is built from fear, from maybe the way that we grew up or whatever. There's those underlying things that have created us to think the way that we do. And which way are we going to go? Are we going to stay the victim, or are we going to be victorious? What do you want to do? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to keep moving forward in your life, or are you going to stay stuck? You know, we have to be 100% taking ownership of our thoughts and our actions and everything that we do. When there is a negative thought or a weird thought or whatever that comes into your head, squish it right away and say, no, I'm not going to think that. Like you need to remove that thought out of the way before it comes out and it manifests into your life. Because let's be honest, I mean, that's exactly what happens. We can take a look at our life and say, okay, what happened? And that's what I encourage everybody to do, is to go back through and say, okay, why am I where I'm at? Why am I thinking the way that I'm thinking? You know, I really did some soul searching and reconnecting with one of my old friends. That was really good. When I left, you know, my husband even told me, he said, babe, I love you, but like, I don't like you right now, you know. And that was a hard pill to swallow. And if you know me at all, like, that was really hard to swallow, because we have a great relationship, you know, but I wasn't being myself. And probably people that really know me, like, also could see that, you know. So I don't know, just remember to make 100%. If it is to be, it is up to me, right? What do you want? What do you want out of life? What do you want? Are you happy with where you're at? I mean, if you're happy, fantastic. Good for you. You found what is necessary to move forward in your life, for sure. But are we making excuses? Are you not happy to where you're at? I'm not happy where I'm at. I'm not satisfied. And I think that's part of the perfectionist in me. Like, I want to constantly keep on going. And that's okay. I mean, because I also understand failure, and failure is not an issue. You know what I mean? Because the issue is when you don't go for it and you let fear control your thoughts and your actions. You know what I mean? So just go for it. Like, what is there? Just go for it. You can either play it safe, like I did my whole life. There's a song that I found that says exactly that, and it made me cry because I read the lyrics and I looked myself in the mirror and I said, nope, I'm not going to play it safe anymore. And maybe certain people think that I am bold or whatever. This has been in the process my whole entire life, that I've been growing and praying for the boldness to, first of all, even talk to you and come live and be vulnerable and open up myself, you know. But I'm not going to back down anymore. I'm not going to play it safe anymore. Whatever that means to you. Whatever that means to you. For me, play it safe is I'm not going to say no, you know, because I'm scared. To me, that is playing it safe. It's because I get scared and I say, well, maybe it's not the right time. And then I start justifying why I shouldn't, instead of saying, why not? What's going to happen? You're going to go for it and you fail, and then what? So what? I mean, that's life. That's how you build. That's how you grow. That's how you build character. You know what I mean? When we start owning up to our own decisions, we have to do that. We have to own up to our own decisions. What do you want out of life? Financially, that's huge. That's huge because, you know, as a business owner, you're not rolling in the money. Not only that, small business owner, okay? If y'all have ever listened to or read, Robert Kiyosaki's, the Quantum Setup, you will understand what I'm trying to say. So if you are interested in business and that kind of thing, I mean, that is me. I devour all of that. Right now I'm listening to the compound effect. Okay, what does that mean? Compound effect, profit first. What, you know, those are things that I listen to because I'm really, really interested in that. And then I say listen because I like the audiobooks. I also have the physical books that I go through and I highlight and do all that. Anyways, I'm getting off track, but all of those people are people that I look up to. I mean, they didn't have nothing going for them. I graduated high school. Thank God I was able to do that barely by the skin of my teeth. And then I went to Bible college. I never anticipated on doing hair or being in this industry for as long as I have. Now it's been, 15, 16 years, something like that. You know, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me, you know, because I get to be in constant connection with people, and I get to be real and be vulnerable. And I came up with I have created a space where I attract people that are similar to me, and iron sharpens iron, man. I mean, we're talking about books, we're talking about investments, we're talking about different things, we're talking about the Lord, we're talking about constant growth. It's not about superficial stuff. I mean, I can say, hey, you know, like, oh, how's the kids and blah, blah, blah. That is awesome. But no, who are you? Tell me where you're at. What are your dreams? What do you want to do? You know, what's the next step for you? You know, I guess it's constantly like, okay, let's go. You know, and I like that. I thrive on that, and I thrive on people who are always wanting more out of life. And you could say, when are we satisfied? You know what? When we get complacent and we're satisfied, that is when the worst is going to happen. And don't be surprised by that. Stuff happens all the time. Life is like this. You know what? Even because I'm a Christian, life is even more like that because I'm challenged by my faith. You know what I mean? But what am I going to do? Am I going to praise him in the storm, or am I going to curse God and say, why? You know, no, I'm not. I'm going to praise him through the storm and say, okay, God, what do you want? You got my attention. What do you want me to learn? Because I want to keep going. You know what I mean? And that's where I focus on. And so like a few weeks ago when I took off and I left for the weekend, you know, that was what I was doing. I was saying, God, where do you have me? Where do you have me? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to be and grow and stuff like that, you know? And I don't know, it just makes me emotional because you guys have no idea. You have no idea. People think they know. And I'm sure you could say the same thing. People think that they know you. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to be bold and to step out and to say anything and to be proactive, you know. And proactive on your own life. You guys, I just encourage you. Take 100% ownership of everything that you do. Every action that you make is up to you. It is not up to my husband, Felipe. It is not up to my mom. It is not up to my dad. It's not up to my sister, Monica. It's not up to anybody else but Danielle. What does Danielle want? That's what you have to figure out. What do you want? I started writing a long time ago, but it's in my notes in my phone and in my journal. I have a handwritten journal that I write into every so often. But I write, who am I? Because I need to remember those times. Who am I? I am a business owner. I'm a wife. I'm not a mom yet. I don't know. I feel like I take on every person that's younger than me and I pretend that they're my kid because I'm like, go for it, do it. And I try to encourage everybody just to go for it. I don't want my attitude to ever be like, oh, well, I mean, maybe it's the safer route. No, go for it. What's going to happen? You're going to open that business and what? You're going to see if you're made for it. Because I'll tell you what, having a business is not easy at all. When everything falls on your lap, it is 100% you. And it is your reputation that is on the line. I don't know, you guys. I hope that this reaches somebody, and I don't know in what kind of way, but all I want to do is encourage you just to keep on going and just remember, if it is to be, it is up to me. We already know that. I encourage you to read. I encourage you to listen to books and listen to music that is going to encourage you. You know, if you follow my playlist on Spotify, I have a lot of music that is the older style music. Some of the songs I need to delete because I start hearing the lyrics and I'm like, oh, I'm not trying to spread that out into the world, you know, because I think of the salon as a safe place and I want everybody to be able to come in and just be able to breathe.